Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm so glad you're joining me for another 5 easy step card tutorial. Today we're using some Hero Arts items. This is brand new to Hero Arts. It's called Coffee or Tea, and it's a coffee cup. This is the Stamp and Cut set, so there's coordinating dies to go with it, but the sentiments fit perfectly inside this coffee cup, and you could leave it as coffee or tea because there's a little tea bag. But today I'm going to fill it. I wanted to fill it with something. Now I'm not sure if I want to fill it with mushrooms or lemons. And it's something, just something other than flowers that you could fill the coffee cup with. Because I feel like I've made a coffee cup with flowers before. So I wanted to fill it with something a little bit different. I'm leaning towards the lemon. Excuse my stamp set, it's stained. But I'm leaning towards the lemon zest stamp set. So we might use this and fill our coffee cup or teacup with lemons. Lemons and tea go really good together. We may just use this one, but I thought mushrooms would be super cute too. For my home panel, we're going to be using a fancy die. This one is called the Square Set. It kind of has like little sunbeams, and I thought sunshine goes really good with lemons, and so we'll use this for our home panel. And then for my background, we're going to do a little stamping with a background stamp from Hero Arts. And this one is called the Burlap. Let's see. This one's called Burlap Bold Prints. So a few items from Hero Arts that we're going to be using today for our 5-step card. Let's jump in with step number 1 and create our focal point. Now we're going to do a little bit of masking because images like this are very large. You could do two things. You can actually stamp and do some heat embossing on some colored cardstock, or you can color it in with your alcohol markers or your favorite markers. But I'm going to use my inks to color in my coffee cup. And to do that, we need a mask. So we're going to stamp this once on white cardstock, and then I'm going to stamp it again with some masking paper. So I think I have a cat hair behind here. I'm going to use Memento ink because it dries really fast. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. We'll stamp this. And then I have a piece of masking paper that I'm just going to slide right in here. And I think I have enough ink just to stamp it one more time. And there we go. And then we have a mask. Maybe I'll stamp one more time. I'm going to darken this just a little bit. There we go. So now we have a mask. Also, now while we're stamping, I'm also going to stamp the tea bag. I thought that was really cute. Maybe we can fit this down here. I'm going to stamp the tea bag down here. I'm going to save some room so we can stamp our lemons. So we'll stamp this. Okay, so we have some lemons and some leaves. Now I'm going to use the negative portion for my mask. And so I'm going to cut all the way to the line. And I'm just going to do that one cut line. This way I can use the negative part of my mask. And I can save the positive in my package for another card if I wanted. That way there's no waste with this. There we go. You can see the masking paper that I'm using is from Spellbinders. Now once I have this cut out, what I'm going to do is cut the handle, and then I'm going to cut out the inside also. There we go. So I'm using the negative and this little piece that goes to the handle, and then I'm also going to mask off the coffee. Actually, we don't probably have to do that. We're going to fill it pretty good with lemons. Now I'm going to take my mask here. I'm going to remove the release paper off of my masking paper. Okay, and then I can place it over my coffee cup. To me, this is just easier than using alcohol markers to color in my coffee cup, since it's a big surface area, I think this will just be a little bit quicker. And then I also have this little piece here that will remove the release paper, and we can add this. So now my coffee cup is masked off. I'm not worried about my coffee. In fact, what we're going to do is take a brown marker, and I'm going to go over it really quickly. And honestly, we're going to go over this with ink. You don't have to do this. You're probably not even going to see the coffee that's in here or the tea that's in here. Okay, I have 2 inks. I'm using my Pink Fresh Studio inks. We're going to start off with Ocean Breeze. It's a light ink. And then I'm going to lightly add some color here. I'm going to go in with a darker blue ink. This one is turquoise. And I'm going to add a little bit of ink to the edges here. This is going to give me some depth and dimension. And I'm just going along one side, kind of at an angle, but you see the dimension that this already adds. And my coffee cup is all done. We can remove our mask. Remove this piece also. And it didn't take any time at all to color that in. Now my lemons, I am bringing in some alcohol markers. And I have 3 different colors. I have Y04, Y15, and Y18. And I'm just doing some really quick coloring. I don't even think I need to speed this up for this. This is Y04. I'm just going to go over my lemons really quickly. Now I'm going to take my darkest yellow, which is Y18, and I'm just going to add a little shading to one side of my lemon here. And again, this is super quick coloring. Okay, so that's my darkest. And then I have my mid-tone. This is Y15, and I'm going to go over the darkest, kind of fade out a little bit. And then I'll take my lightest and blend them together so it's kind of seamless, just on the larger lemons. That's all there is to that. For my leaves, I have 3 different shades of green. I have Y03, and we'll color it all in. My next green is YG63, and I'm just adding some dark ink to the base. And then I have my YG61, and I'm going to add a little color here. And that's all there is to that. Now I do want to bring in a little bit of brown to my lemons and also my leaves. The brown that I'm using is E13. And so I'm just going to add a little shading on the edge here. Just a little bit. And I'm also going to add a little shading on the edge of my leaves. For my tag, I'm bringing in a warm gray marker, and I'm just going to add a little highlight to my tag here. Now that's all the coloring, but as I'm looking at this, I think I need to add some flowers. So I'm bringing back my ink, and we're going to stamp a couple flowers here. I think I want to stamp 3. Now the base of my flower, I'm going to use my YG03 and just add a little color at the base here. The flowers are going to be really simple. I want them to be really light though. And then I have a pink marker. This is my RV10, and I'm just going to blend the green and the pink together. And then it has little flower buds in here that I'm going to take that darkest yellow, which is my Y18. And I'm just going to color these in. Okay, I'm going to take the coordinating die set, and we are going to cut out our images. We're going to cut out our coffee cup and our tea bag. And then for my lemons, I don't have the coordinating die set, but I think Hero Arts does have a die set. I'll link it down below, but I am going to fussy cut these out. Okay, I will do that. and I'll be right back. Now that everything's cut out, I'm going to take my scissors, and on my coffee or teacup, I am going to cut a slit in here. Just this way I can tuck my lemons in my cup. And I do want to mention too that I stamped one more large lemon, and I did a couple more leaves here. And what we're going to do is take some glue, and now we're going to tuck. Now we have a teacup filled with lemons. I did put tape behind here because I cut that open, and so now our teacup is closed, and you can't even tell with that tape. I kept 3 of my images. I have a lemon wedge, a leaf, and then a flower that we're going to put at the bottom of our cup. And then I did also, I didn't mention this, but I did stamp a yellow heart. What I'm going to do is use some foam squares and pop this up. I did pick up some white foam micro squares from Spellbinders. These are itty bitty foam squares. And I think this is like the perfect size to put behind anything small. And so we're going to use these. I'll link these down below. This is the second time that I've used them, and if you use a craft tool, they're easy to pull off, but they do stick a little bit. I think they are sticking on that first, on the first line here. Once you get past this first line, I think they're cut really well. It's that first line that they're kind of grabbing on, so just need to pull a little bit on that first. Let me show you. This first line here, you can see how they're all stuck together. Once you get past that first row, they're all individual, and they're so small and they're so easy. If you like to add dimension, this is really nice for your cards. In fact, I'm going to take one and put it behind the flower here and add a little dimension to my flowers. That is our focal point. I'm going to put this to the side, and now we're going to move along to step number 2 and create our home panel. For my home panel, we're bringing in a die set from Hero Arts. This one, I thought lemons and sunshine go really good together. This one has like a frame that you can create. There's 2 different sizes in here. And what's this called? This is called the square set fancy die. But I'm going to take the largest. I'm going to use white cardstock, and I'm going to cut this out. And that's going to make a great home panel, okay? We're going to take our teacup, and I am going to pop this up with some foam tape, and I'm going to place it at the base of my home panel here. That's all there is to that. Now we're going to move along to step number 3 and create our sentiment. For my sentiment, we are going to be doing some stamping, and I'm going to stamp on some white cardstock here. And I'm going to stamp the greeting that says, "You warm my heart." I think that's going to go cute with the tea bag with the heart on it. I already put it in my stamping positioner. I'm using my Memento ink. Memento is going to dry really fast, and so otherwise I use my Nocturne ink. But I want this to dry really fast because we're going to ink blend right over our greeting. I'm going to be using the inks that we use to create our coffee or our tea cup. And so I'll use the lightest ink first. We'll add some blue here. And I'm going to go over my greeting here. Then I'm going to take my darker color, and this is going to go layered right over my coffee cup. So you see the darker area here that's on my teacup, coffee teacup. You see the gradient here, the darker color, and we went lighter. I'm going to do the same thing with my sentiment. We're going to add the darker ink to one side, just to one side, because this is going to go layered directly over our teacup here. And I think the flow will just be better. So that's all there is to that. The nice thing about the Hero Arts coffee or tea stamp and cut set is it'll die cut out the greetings also. So I'm going to take that coordinating die, and I'm going to cut this out, and I will be right back. That's all there is to my sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my teacup. I did pop it up with the foam square, so we have a little dimension to that. And now we're going to move along to step number 4 and create our background. This is where our background stamp comes in. Again, this is the bold print burlap. I believe it's the burlap. I'm going to use my lightest blue ink that we used for our teacup. I'm just going to go over this really quickly. And then I have an A2 panel of white cardstock that we're just going to lay right on top. And then I'm going to use my brayer. And we are going to press this in. And then we'll take a look here. And I think that's going to make a really fun background. I'm going to take this background and put it on an A2 size card base. I'm going to add some adhesive behind here. And then I'll take my home panel and we're going to add this right to the center. Lovely. And then we have these little extra pieces that we're going to pop up with some foam squares. And then in this little bottom corner, we're going to do a little tucking with our little leftover pieces. Now, lastly, we're going to move along to step number 5, and meaning it's time to embellish. We're going to kind of keep it a little subtle with our embellishing. So I'm bringing in my Spellbinders Glaze and glue, and we're going to go over the heart. And I'm also going to go over the wedge of the lemon. And then I'm using my Hero Arts Icicle glitter. This is like a chunky glitter, a chunky clear glitter. And I'm going to spoon some of it over my lemon. This is just going to add it a nice little shine. And then also over the heart. I love doing this because when it dries like almost like, to me when it dries it looks almost like card jewelry, I like to say. I'm just going to tap off the excess. The glaze and glue is a little cloudy right now, but when that dries it will dry clear and it will just make it look nice and sparkly. Just the right subtle, but not too subtle. But that finishes my card today. I hope you enjoyed my project. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.